Hey guys, I'm at Millard Canyon Falls. I'm screaming because the waterfall is so loud. Beautiful. This is a nice little easy hike close to Pasadena and Altadena. It's about 2.5, 3 miles round trip. Beautiful, beautiful hike, family friendly. And if it's raining out or you got some snow melt, you're gonna get this beautiful waterfall. If you want to do the hike, go to HikingGuy.com where I have the hike guide, the maps, the parking info, but otherwise here are the turn-by-turn directions.
There is a small parking area at the trailhead, and you can park down along the road too. They also have a shorter option where there's a bigger parking lot, and I have that on the website. But for this hike, we're going to go to the gate at the end of the road here, this white gate, and we're going to walk through onto the paved Mount Low road, and this actually goes all the way up to Inspiration Point. So if you've ever hiked to Echo Mountain, Inspiration Point, this is another way to get there. But we're going to go straight here till we get to the intersection. At the intersection, there's a little interpretive display for the railway, the old railway, and some views to downtown LA off to the right. But we're going to get on the trail here onto the Sunset Ridge Trail to the left, and we're going to start heading down. And there's a nice little downhill till we get to Millard Trail Camp. And you can see it's a beautiful trail. Nice little trail. It was all destroyed in the 2009 station fire, and it's all kind of recovered pretty nicely. We're going to continue coming down. There's some great views of the kind of front hills, mountains of Angeles National Forest here, protecting Millard Canyon. Beautiful views as you descend this part of the trail down towards Millard Trail Camp. And if you're doing the short hike, you're not going to be on this portion of the hike, but I love this part. Nice views, trail. But eventually at the bottom, you're going to come out to the road here. Now, if you are taking the short hike, you're going to be coming down this road from the parking lot down towards the falls. And you can see Sunset Ridge Trail just runs right into the road here where the campground starts. And you'll see the campground down there on the left. We're going to go through the campground. These are only bathrooms that you have. They're not the nicest, but they work. And it's a little junky in the campground. It's a home to some transients sometimes, but it's safe, it's easy. And you just go through, and at the end of the campground, off to the right, you're going to see the trailhead for Millard Falls, which is right here. Now, a lot of this trail was repaired after the fire. There were mudslides. This was all blocked off for quite some time, but now it's pretty easy. In the beginning, you're going to climb up this dam here along Millard Creek, which you can see down there. Now, you will become very familiar with Millard Creek because you're probably going to cross it, 5 to 10 times as we go, and I'll show you that in a second. But you can see there's a forest sign, and the trail is relatively easy to follow here as we go up. Now, this is the first of the creek crossings. I was here on a day that it was raining, so the creeks are a little bit higher than normal. If you're here at the end of the summer, there's a little trickle here, and you can kind of just hop over them. But having footwear for the hike makes sense. And if you have little kids, there's a lot of kids in this hike. Just plan on them getting wet. That's what I would do. And the trail follows the creek all the way up to the falls here, and there's not really a lot of choices. You're basically going to follow this little creek and canyon up. You're going to cross over it, like I said, 5 to 10 times, probably closer to 10, depending on how high it is. But all of the creek crossings you can see have stones, have logs, and usually there's multiple ways to cross. So just keep your eyes open. You can see here, it's beautiful. Nice shaded canyon. There's actually a tremendous amount of biodiversity here in Millard Canyon, so keep your eyes open. Newts, tree frogs, you will find them all here, as well as bigger things like mule deer. And you can see, if you keep following the canyon up, we're going to go along some of the canyon walls here. And it's not all stream crossings. There are portions of the trail that are trails. It's only about a half a mile here, but it'll seem a little bit longer because of all the stream crossings. But eventually the trail kind of winds around to the left here. And you'll probably hear the falls before you see them. I'm going to do a couple little last creek crossings. And then when you wind around to the left, if you look off in the distance there are the falls. Now, the falls are best enjoyed from the bottom, of course. Sometimes people try to climb this and they fall and they get head injuries and there's rescues, but please just enjoy it responsibly. And when you're done here, you just hike back the way you came. And that's the falls. It's a beautiful little hike, a lot of bang for your buck here.
So that's it. I feel like I'm at Niagara Falls. I'm getting a little spray here, all that fun stuff. Now, if you found this video on YouTube, there's a link to the corresponding article directly underneath the video, so please click on that to get all the information, including parking, all the fun stuff you need to know to do the hike safely. If you are watching on YouTube, if you found this useful, if you could click that little thumbs up button.